Last time on the best Dishonored playthrough of all time, Lemon Punch was forced to deviate from his original plan, rummaging about the Boyle's rooms until he found the key piece of evidence needed to convict Lady Waverly Boyle. Unfortunately for him, he tripped up while trying to re-enter the party and earned the ire of everyone present. On account of our one brain cell, neither of us could avoid whatever mistake we were making, leading to several attempts with varying levels of success. We did eventually kill Waverly and make it out, returning to the Hound's Pit to learn that we've arrived at our final mission: infiltrate Dunwall Tower and bring the Lord Regent down. Heyo YouTube, here, and first things first, I apologize for the delayed video. Would you believe me if I said I was sick the entire week leading up to New Video Friday? Well, you shouldn't, because it's a lie, and those of you who fell for it should feel bad. Anyways, for those who didn't watch Volume 2, I mentioned in it that Volume 3 is going to come after this next mission. Volume 2 was supposed to be before the Boyle party, but Intern 3 forgot to remind me, so I need to put things back on track. That being said, Volume 3 will include this mission and the Boyle party as originally planned, and then things should go back to normal. Alright, I think that's everything I wanted to touch on, so with that, let's get on with the show. As we pull up to the final mission, we're greeted by Dunwall Tower looming in the fog ahead. Truly a fitting venue for the final showdown. Samuel proceeds to reopen old wounds before warning us that the final mission is going to be tough. I'm told the Lord Regent turned the top of the tower into a fortress of some sort that he calls his safe room. A move I choose to see as a personal compliment because it means he's scared of us. Samuel also drops a hint at what I assume is a non-lethal route, noting that there's a broadcast control station somewhere within as well. Samuel then delivers this touching vote of confidence before parking the boat and letting me out.
If not, well, it was an honor to serve with you.
It was filled with has-been hotel.
We begin by swimming to a platform and start making our way up the waterlock. It's worth noting that I don't know who's in control right now, so until I find out, I'll just refer to their actions with general terms. As we make our way in, I remember that we have runes to spend, so before heading further, we decide to get some upgrades. I can also now confirm that Lemon Punch is the one in control now, so you can stop stressing about it. We make our way to the Powers tab of the menu to reveal that we have 6 whole runes burning a hole in our pocket. We take a moment to decide between Dark Vision and Wind Blast, but quickly decide on the latter, given Lemon Punch had endorsed it before. We then leave the menu to try out our new powers. Well, that was lamer than I anticipated, but Lemon Punch assured me that upon fully upgrading it, it gets much better. And don't worry, I didn't forget about those 3 runes we left behind. Now, while scripting, but neither of us noticed while playing, so they got left behind. I personally like to think of it as resource management. Anyways, Lemon Punch presses onward into the depressing tower, first blinking from ledge to ledge until we reach this door. I wonder where it leads.
Oh, hey.
Well, that was unexpected, but nothing a handy-dandy time stop can't handle. After successfully dodging Mr. Shocky, Lemon Punch remembers that there's a rewire spot somewhere down there, and before considering whether this tower would actually serve a purpose later, he heads down for it using 2 time stops worth of mana. I hope it was worth it.
There an off switch, an off switch.
Anyways, with the tower now under our control, Lemon Punch heads back up and through the door, finding himself outside. He starts things off strong by putting a guard to sleep and sneaking up into the compound. Sneaking? Are we sure this is Lemon Punch? Regardless, he expertly snipes 2 more guards from the door and makes his way in. Further inside, he finds his way barred by a wall of light, so he tries to take a detour to the left only to find the door locked. Fortunately, the key wasn't far away, safely on the belt of an already incapacitated guard. Through the door, Lemon Punch finds himself outside again in a strangely familiar location.
Oh, hey.
Well, I've got nothing, but either way, as you see, Lemon Punch is very good at hide and seek, waiting on a tall boy before heading down the stairs to his left. He makes his way atop a ledge, attempting to maneuver across with Blink, but he's cut off by the tall boy's return. Lemon Punch flexes his stealth skill some more before heading up for another try. This time, he successfully climbs up to higher ground, finding the very spot where we watched a queen die and began this dishonorable tale. But who has time to dwell on that, right? Especially when Lemon Punch nearly runs right past some people. He stays hidden behind a pillar to eavesdrop, hearing them badmouth Corvo a bit, and the guard gets shot down by the maid.
In any case, I will go. Let me comfort you.
I didn't do anything, I swear.
Can I come by and see you later?
I don't think it's a good idea tonight.
Can I come by? Hey yo, what a fucking loser, am I right? As the maid walks away, Lemon Punch tries to move out of cover, but gets spotted immediately, resorting once again to time stop. This fails, as when the time stop ran out, he was quickly spotted in a panic by a tall boy and forced to use it again and dive over the side of the wall. He hurries down a set of stairs, hoping to find refuge, and actually does, entering a room occupied by a maintenance engineer who's clearly had a bit much to drink. He lets us know that despite Corvo being a wanted criminal, he doesn't much care what we do as long as we let him live so he can see his children.
No problem.
Turns out the Lord Regent Hiram Burroughs is a shitty boss who throws people in jail for simply offending him.
Good boy.
But just as the man said he could help us, he's interrupted by several guards bursting into the room. In his panic, Lemon Punch finally goes back to the agent of chaos we know and love, employing bombs against the advancing guards. A strategy that miraculously works, at least enough. While Lemon Punch is free of blades in his spine, he takes a moment to turn a wheel on the wall, likely the thing the maintenance guy was going to tell us about. Speaking of, look! He somehow survived all the...
Oh no! No.
Oh no! Yeah, I'd say that's on brand. Well... After murdering the maintenance guy, leaving his poor wife a widow, kids fatherless, and family as a whole without income, practically guaranteeing their slow, agonizing deaths in the coming winter, Lemon Punch still has guards to deal with. I suppose it's true what they say, there's no rest for the wicked. Anyways, after clearing the room, Lemon Punch's last challenge was the tall boy outside, who, being unable to enter the room and clearly unable to scratch the walls with his explosives, simply gave up, along with several other guards who decided we were more trouble than we were worth.
No problem, children.
Free to continue the mission, Lemon Punch entered the river he just drained before the incident, and swam through to land. From there, it was just a short walk to the door to the Dunwall Tower foyer, finally putting an end to the infiltration phase of the mission. Just inside, we find ornate glass doors leading to a bigger room. Lemon Punch starts staying strong with a time stop, charging straight into the room and blinking up the stairs before time resumes. Putting on his stealth hat again, he carefully checks his surroundings and heads for a door behind him. This is the door that leads to the broadcast station, but to get in, he's going to need a key.
Time stop is so useful.
Back the way he came, Lemon Punch put a guard next to a door to sleep and quickly hurried over. Through the door, we find what appears to be a storage area housing the rewire spot and a whale oil canister for the wall of light outside. Of course, Lemon Punch rewires it and proceeds to head back.
No.
And so, it's fight time. The first guy crumpled easily, but the second somehow dodged the first sleep dart and took some time to fall to the second. Perhaps thinking he was safe, Lemon Punch turned his back to the door just as another guy rushed in, closing the distance and dealing a fair bit of damage. Hey, wait a minute. I remember that guy. Good thing my best friend the High Overseer will back me up. Right? Right? Hey, what are you doing with that? Oh, sweet, sweet vengeance. We only came here for the Lord Regent, but this is a pretty nice bonus. Spoiler alert, it won't be our last. Unscheduled vengeance aside, at this point Lemon Punch seems cornered. The only other door out requires a security key, and the sound of violence at the other door suggests we shouldn't leave the way we came in. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a choice. Lemon Punch hobbles out the door and past the wall of light, surprisingly without being attacked by anyone. On his way somewhere, he runs into a guard but takes him down with a sleep dart before he can be a problem. He hobbles further, but somehow gets snuck up on by a guard who shoots him in the back, just as cowardly as I'd expect from these scoundrels. Lemon Punch turns around and hits him with the last of our sleep darts while he prepares to fire again before ducking into a nearby room. Out of elixirs and nearly out of options, Lemon Punch soldiers on, taking one guy out with regular dart ammo and moving into the room.
Good night. Don't let the bugs bite.
He shoots a guy on the stairs next, failing to hit the headshot, but falling on his neck from 10 feet up seems to have finished him off. At the top of the stairs, we find another wall of light at the end of the hall and a guard beyond it. In an attempt to not go that direction, Lemon Punch turns to the left to find...
Okay. No.
Damn. Oh, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, that didn't quite pan out.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Now it's my turn, or at least that's what I would say, but it would appear Lemon Punch wanted to take another crack at it, and who am I to stand in his way? He starts with Time Stop again, but this time takes to murdering the first 3 guards in the area, likely to avoid the storage room situation. We stop to watch the Lord Regent yell at the guards he doesn't know are dead on the tube telly for a bit before moving on.
I insist that someone speak to me.
Stupid idiot.
See, Lemon Punch recognizes the importance of the tactical insult. Next, he puts the guard next to the storeroom to sleep again and heads in to rewire the wall of light. He then hurries past the corrupted shock wall, takes out this guy, and heads through the door he was guarding to find a hallway with more guards, who he takes out with surprising efficiency. He goes to a room at the end of the hallway leading to a basement dungeon labeled Torture Chambers. It's here that we find the guy from the beginning of the game who tortured us. I had no idea it would be there, but it seems Lemon Punch did, and he wants revenge. It's here that Lemon Punch engaged in combat with him and beefs it hard. First by not taking care of the dog first, and then this sorry excuse for a sword fight. Now it's my turn, and I'm gonna do this right.
It's time to be a knight and do it right!
On my way down, Lemon Punch advises I use a grenade as my opening move, but I opt for stealth, first knocking out the dog and then waiting for my opportunity to strike. But eventually I got bored with that, and seeing how Lemon Punch got rocked, I figured I'd go with the most effective strategy. Bullets to the face almost always work. I also accidentally attracted a guard, but he wasn't very good at his job. Now for my prize. Let's make it a little bit annoying. Upon touching it, we're greeted by everyone's favorite emo ghost, who seems to be enjoying our struggles. After digging into the wound Samuel opened up earlier, the outsider takes some time to ponder what our next steps will be. Stop at killing the Lord Regent, restore the line of succession, or perhaps something else entirely.
Make it all right again and crown a new empress.
You know, it's mostly just revenge. I just like killing people, and specifically the people who wronged me in the past. It's not like he cares. All he wants is a good show, but boy is he gonna get one.
Thanks for now.
On my way out, I find a letter from Granny Rags on a table, which, if I understand correctly, is for us? Why would you come out to see me? When you were here, we made them scream, didn't we? Come back to visit and I'll give you another present, carved and shiny. You aren't much in the way of proper conversation, mind you, but I do love to watch you work. Come back and I'll tell you stories, such stories. Your dear Granny. What? Ignoring the implications of that, I leave the torture chamber in search of wherever the hell I have to go next. With vengeance achieved for the second time this mission, we continue on to get that third W. What sort of challenges lie in our way, and what will we do after achieving our goal? Well, you'll just have to find out next time on the best Dishonored playthrough of all time.